What's up, guys? It's Trace from Jig Head Outdoors. Today we're out here squirrel hunting with Mike, Hunter, and Plug. We got 3 dogs. Their names are Jake, Baby Girl, and Trump.
You ever squirrel hunted before?
I watched the movie one time.
It's gonna be a little different, isn't it?
Yep.
We're gonna watch these dogs do the work. They do all the hard work. So how does a dog become a squirrel dog?
The best advice I was ever given was wear your boots out walking behind a dog. So obviously you want a breed that's kind of already geared toward it, a mountain feist, mountain cur. I've seen people take a coon dog variation and squirrel hunt with them too, but introduce them to a squirrel in like a catch pen and let them roll the pen around and just get them used to that scent, and then start putting them in the woods. And so a deer leaves, if a dog is left to kind of its own devices, they'll run whatever leaves the best scent possible, which is a lot of times a deer, or they'll run a possum or something that's easy to catch or leaves a lot of scent. So you got to introduce them to them and really show them what you want them to do, So when they finally start treeing squirrels on their own, give them a lot of positive reinforcement, and they'll kind of pick it up from there.
A lot of it's instinct?
Yeah, for the most part. The more you hunt a dog, nothing is more valuable than time in the woods with one.
Right now we're listening on for the dogs to listen for them barking, and if they bark, that means they picked up a scent.
So Jake just started barking. He's 68 yards away. We're gonna go to him.
The dogs are barking.
Yep, that's Jake.
Ah, I can't get past it.
You have to really look the tree over to find it.
We're going to take a line, the top of that tree once broke off. He could be in that tree, or he could very well be on this big one here. So we're going to try to find him. I don't think he's in that one.
I thought there was a nest in that one.
Yeah.
With that being dead, can you make a little noise up there?
Now let's start off. Let's look at this other tree first.
You want to look that over one first?
Yeah. Yeah. Back around this way. That squirrel, they'll lay as flat as possible on the tree. A lot of times you'll just see a paw or an ear or their tail dropping down to give them away. So we're going to look this tree over for a few minutes and see if we can find them real quick.
Trace, you want to climb up there?
Yeah, sure.
Think you can get him?
Yeah, definitely. So everybody's using their scopes to look up in this tree to see what the dogs are barking. So there's a squirrel, so they're looking through their scopes to see where they are. And we're just going to sit at this tree for a little bit and see if we can find it.
That's a big old oak tree. So say he's probably in this.
You can come right here and you can set that nest good. You can shoot them with a shotgun, try to run them out of there.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Yep. You get it?
I think so. Saw the branch right at it.
So what were you doing right there, too?
I was trying to scare the squirrel out of the tree.
We got a little green laser here. It's almost like a laser pointer you see in school. This thing is bright, so they'll use it when they get one up. They're looking up in the tree to try to figure out where it's at. You can actually see that thing. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but you can see it daggone 50 yards up in the tree. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure that's moss. Okay.
Shine that thing on the ground. Y'all see that? How bright that thing is.
Shine on that tree in there.
That's nuts. There you go.
It does look like one, but I'm pretty sure it's not. It does look like.
I ain't even got a bullet in my chamber. Ain't gonna do me no good. Michael, that's a squirrel. Maybe it ain't. He sure ain't moving.
Goodness, boy, that looks like a squirrel. I told you that was my
Where is it? Got a nest up there?
Go over here where Michael's at.
So the dog started barking. They were on that small tree right there, and we walked up. The squirrel took off running, and he went in the nest on that tree. The noise in there, we're gonna let Trace shoot him out. So get where you can see the nest good, Trace, and you can ring his doorbell.
Nest is right up there. Trace is gonna load up and let him rip. We got Trace doing the Barney Fife today. We're only giving him one shell at a time. He had never hunted with a semi-automatic, so.
Ready?
We're ready.
Well, you hit the nest.
He hit it. All right, shoot him again. Here's your shell. Dead to the nest.
There he goes.
He's coming outside. You see him? Going up. Get your little shell. Put your little. All right, you hit your button on the bottom. All right, he went back in the nest. Let's shoot him again. Trump, hey, Trump, here. Trump, come here, buddy. Come here. Good boy. Hello, here comes Trump. Good girl, buddy.
We got him knocked out of the nest. One of the guys finished him off. Let's go on to the next.
How you keeping up with these dogs?
We got a Garmin system, GPS system, and it'll tell you how far he is. It'll also tell me how far he's walked today. So if we go to Jake, so he's already walked 2.36 miles since we got out the truck, and I can go and tell how far we've walked as well. We've already walked 1.16 miles, so Jake will have about 8 or 9 in by the time the afternoon's over, and we'll have 4 or 5.
We're walking down the trail following these dogs, and we just came across an armadillo hole, and pretty sure there's one in there, but it wouldn't come out, so we didn't shoot it. So now we're just gonna follow the dogs and hope we see some squirrels. Dad, this looks like the rock that you can make fires with.
Flint rock?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that's what that is, bud. Trace, $10 if you do a cannonball right there. What you think about your first squirrel hunt experience, Trace?
It's fun.
Yeah, something different, right?
Hopefully it's gonna pick up a little bit here. Get a little closer to dark.
About the experience.
That's right, tell him. Killing's a bonus.
A dog's barking about 300 yards that way, so now we're going to track it down. It was originally at 500, and the Garmin told him that it had treed, so now we're going to track it. We just now heard it. We got one treed. We're trying to figure out what tree it's in. All these dogs are barking right here. So he's walking around, and we're going to watch this tree.
How many miles do you think we walked today?
A ridiculous amount.
All right, got a squirrel down. We were had a gun malfunction, but got us number 2.
500 yards away when he treed that one. So
How long?
we were sitting up there taking a break and couldn't even hear Jake, but the GPS said he was locked on the tree, and he was 530 yards away, and when we got about 350 yards we could hear him. So from the time we started walking to the time we got down here, it's probably about 8-10 minutes, and he held it on that little oak tree right there.
He's on the backside.
All right, they got another one treed up at the top of this gigantic pine tree.
I gave you.
Shell.
Yeah, Dad, I gave you the shell.
Got on safety?
He was headed that way.
Ready?
Yep.
Hit it.
Yep. I don't think he's home.
Trying to see if there's one in that nest up there. Dog's treed one over here. We can't find it. Thought he might have hopped the tree, but don't look like anybody's home.
I see him now.
Shoot it. You missed him, but he went around the back side. All right, get him again.
We lost battery on the GoPro. We just shot another one on that tree. We're gonna go try and kill number 5, and then we'll see y'all at the truck. That's gonna wrap it up for today, guys. We ended up treeing 5 squirrels, killing 4, and thank you guys for inviting us. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.